Assalamu alaikum. Here is a question. The graph of f of x is shown here. For how many value of k will f dash of k equals to 0? So you can see here the graph of the function f of x. So the question is how many value of k? This is the main part of the question. And f dash of k, what is this? First you have to know that f dash of k is what? So derivative or slope, or derivative is the first derivative of any function. First derivative of any function is called slope of the function. So let's take a function. So y is f of x. So f of x is a function of x, and if you derivative this function with respect to the variable x, then you get the slope of the function. So the derivative is d dx of y is equal to d dx of the function f of x, and this can also be written as dy by dx, or this read as d dx of y, and uh, derivative of function f of x with respect to x, it can also be written as f dash of x. So you see this f dash of k, f dash of k is the slope. Okay, now we need to know about slope. uh, so if any curve is looks like, it can be this type. So here the slope is uh, any any point, any point you take on the x-axis, let x equals to a, and then you will get a y value for the value of x here. So at this point, if you draw a tangent with the curve, then the tangent, it makes an angle with the positive x-axis. So let's take theta as the angle. So here x-axis. So the tangent is a straight line. So tangent is a straight line, and we know that the straight line is of the form y equals to mx plus c, and this m is called the slope of the tangent. So this tangent is uh, tan theta, tan of this angle, which is equal to m. So this can be calculated by the first derivative of the curve, or of this function. So let this function, or this curve is f of x. So if the curve is f of x, then the first derivative of that function is the tangent, and when you put the value of x here, if you put a, then you come here, and then you get a value on the curve, and then on that point, so let's call it p. So p is the point, and here this is the tangent. So the slope of that point is calculated by f dash of the value of x. Okay, now our question is f dash of k is equal to 0. What does it mean? F dash of k. So f dash of k equals to 0 means the slope is 0. Let's write this. The slope is 0. Slope is what? This is the tangent. Okay, so how many points will we get on the curve that there is slope 0? So you can see this is the point, th this is the point, here slope is 0, then here slope is 0, then this is slope 0, here slope is 0, here slope is 0, and here slope is 0. That means if you take any function, and you have a straight line which is parallel to x-axis, so any straight line which is parallel to x-axis, if the straight line touch the curve, then that is, then in that point the slope is 0. So here you can see this straight line is parallel to x axis, and on this point this straight line just touch the curve, so here and also here. So there is 1 2 3 4. So in this function, or this curve, you have four that type of points where the parallel to x-axis straight line touch the curve. So that means here you have uh, four four points of x such that f dash of x is equal to 0. So the in this question I have a straight line which is parallel to x-axis, and here also a straight line, and here also a straight line which is also parallel to x-axis, and this is nothing but the x-axis. So you have 1, 2 and 3 such straight line which is parallel to x-axis and that touch the curve. So you have 3 points here on the curve. Okay, so for maximum or minimum value, for maximum or minimum value of any function, so if dash of x equals to 0, so here the slope is 0, here slope is 0, and here slope is 0, and this is also the slope, and slope is 0. So how many position is there are there such that the slope is 0? You have 3 position. That means the answer is going to be 3. Okay.